This is very sad as Buhari's driver was tortured, killed over $30,000 deal. His identity changed in detention. Despite a desperate denial by the Department of State Service, more facts have emerged on how Master Warrant Officer Saidu Afaka, the official driver of President Muhammadu Buhari, was tortured by the DSS operatives over $30,000 deal. Reporters learned that he was approached to help ask Buhari to approve payments for NNPC contracts. It was gathered that Afaka's name was also changed and a pseudo name was entered into the DSS record. Upon his arrest, to prevent the matter from leaking to the public and embarrassing the presidency, reporters had on Wednesday exclusively reported that Afaka was tortured by the DSS before he was rushed to the State House Clinic, Abuja, where he later died. Top sources had revealed to this newspaper that Afaka, who was arrested by the DSS for tricking his principal to sign a fraudulent document to make millions of naira, had been abandoned in a two-bedroom apartment at the Aso Drive DSS apartments and had fallen sick. Even before the $30,000 deal came his way, it was because of his treatment that he fell for the temptation to do the deal. People had asked why Buhari abandoned him at Aso Rock Clinic while he selfishly ran to London to give himself first-class medical treatment. When the deal leaked and the DSS arrested him, they refused to collect his records and detained him under a false name to avoid the story from leaking, a top source revealed. The sources had told Sahara reporters that when Africa's condition worsened during DSS torture, he was rushed again to the ill-equipped State House Clinic. Explaining how the deal began, one of the sources had said the driver was approached to help to ask Buhari to approve payments for some Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation contracts. He was also arrested and detained by the DSS. He was fired shortly. A former ADC to Buhari reported to the DSS. Afaka was arrested with Buhari's chief detail officer, Yao, a master sergeant warrant in the army. Since Afaka's release 4 months ago, Afaka had been sick and attended to by Asoro Clinic doctors. The clinic has no medical equipment, despite huge allocations to it annually. Afaka lived and died in a two-bedroom apartment at the Aso Drive DSS apartments. His co-workers are furious that despite his services, Buhari refused to give him proper medical care he afforded himself. The presidency had on Tuesday announced Afaka's death in a release, saying he died after a prolonged sickness. The statement by presidential spokesman Garba Shehu, however, avoided the grim fact that Afaka's condition worsened after he was tortured by the DSS for tricking Buhari to sign the multi-million naira deal. In the statement, Buhari had extended heartfelt condolences to the family of the deceased. The statement read, President Muhammadu Buhari extends heartfelt condolences to the family of Afaka on the passing of Master Warrant Officer Saidu Afaka, his official driver, who died at the State House Clinic on Tuesday after a prolonged illness. President Buhari, who also commiserates with the government and people of Kaduna State, described the late Afaka as an honest, capable and reliable person who handled his job with utmost care and responsibility with diligence. The president recalls that in 2016, the soldier, while on pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia, picked up a bag containing a large amount of foreign currencies and turned it over to the National Hajj Commission, an action which earned him praises from the Saudi and Nigerian authorities. President Buhari praised Almighty Allah to bless the soul of the departed with an elevated place in heavens, committing the family and friends to divine comfort and patience. Afaka's death is coming few days after Sahara reporters exposed how he capitalized on Buhari dementia to trick him to sign a fraudulent document to make millions of naira. I yawn, I sober, I quiet. Can you see that Nigeria is a zoo, and coup will not stop from happening in our country, Nigeria? That means this man was tortured till he died. It's a planned work. It's a planned work. According to the testimony given to him, that he saw a huge bag of money in Saudi Arabia, and he returned it. If truly that is the man's story, and that is the man's integrity, that means the man is a very responsible and devoted person. From the reaction of so many people, somebody says, I suspect foul play. Yes. Likewise, me, I suspect foul play. Useless story to make it look as if man committed a crime, because they know Nigerians will fault him abandoning his driver. Buhari is rendering praises on his driver for being honest, so how come he was tortured by DSS? Or didn't you guys read the story? Well, in Nigeria, so many things are waved under the carpet. According to the story, I believe it wasn't even Buhari that was talking. The statement reads through Garba Shehu. I believe we do not have a president in Nigeria. I'm not sure if we have a president in Nigeria. All these fabricated stories all over the social medias. Yes, it might be true that his messages or the scripts are being written by Garba Shehu, but Buhari never said anything. And from my own perspective, from my own view, we do not have a president. That's my own take. But let me continue by reading a few comments. If actually they kill that driver because this little change, if nobody asks them, the children of the late driver will ask in a near future. Those who did that will face it. Why not deduct that money from his salary? Yes, even if truly he embezzled that money. Yes, it can be deducted from his salary. I'm yawning for this case. I'm tired. That's whenever I'm angry like that, I usually yawn. I'm very, very angry. I'm angry with this administration. The DSS and the presidency are voraciously liable for Afaka's death. He was neglected in prison and tortured because he is not a Fulani man. How many Fulani have been pampered by this APC government for crimes against the nation? Even the herdsmen and kidnappers, along with the bandits and Boko Haram members. This government is evil. The government is truly evil. Well, as like I said, I'm beginning to yawn because I'm very angry about the death of this man. But you can also share your comments. So you guys, thanks for listening, and God bless.